Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It would be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 3, Episode 7. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. So let's get started. So we start off with Candace and, Gazelle still arguing. And Gazelle's telling her to shut up. And, Candace like, won't you shut up with the, shut up and your messed up wig. Shut up, you and your wig. And that's when Gazelle is like, are you dumb? Are you really that dumb? Like, okay, what's going on? So, anyways, now, they're going around looking at the bedrooms or whatever. And so Monique is acting all giddy or whatever because she's been drinking. And Gazelle is telling Karen, like, yo, listen, she's drunk again. Karen's like, well, she's just trying to have a good time. So basically, this is the narrative of the story that Monique is drinking and driving, and she is intoxicated on a trip, even when her husband Chris told her not to be drinking. But she is drinking because we know she's gone through a miscarriage, and she's trying to heal that pain and the wounds. Even though she went to go see the pastor and get counseling, she needs a little bit more, and she needs a little bit of alcohol. So it is what it is in that situation. But she shouldn't be drinking and driving. So it is what it is with that situation, and basically, Gazelle does not like the little cheerleader, Miss Little Cheerleader, calling her dumb or whatever. And basically, she's talking to Karen about her because she's feeling a certain type of way about Candace because Candace is stepping up to the plate. Candace is letting Gazelle know that she ain't gonna run all over her and stomp on her or whatever. So it is what it is with that situation. And Karen is just sitting there like, So it is funny. I'm just like, whoa. But anyways, at the table, Karen is also telling the ladies that she wants Sharice and Gazelle to apologize to her husband Ray because they disrespected him, calling him, Uncle Ben, the black poor Bill Gates and all this other stuff. And so they agreed to apologize. And Karen was like, okay, whatever. Are you serious? And Gazelle was like, I'm serious. There's no but. And so then that's when, Robin jumps in, and Robin was like, are you serious? Are you going to apologize? Like, what are you talking about? Are they apologizing for the Uncle Ben? Are they apologizing for, the black Bill Gates, the hashtag, the t-shirt? What are they apologizing for? And so Gazelle was like, come on, Robin, just chill out or whatever. So anyways, Karen's not feeling that. She was like, no, don't even go there with that. And she was like, Karen was like, basically, Robin needs to mind her business and stop instigating. And then Robin calls her a dizzy little bitch, calls her the B word. And so that's when Robin was like, oh no, I don't have any respect for another woman that calls another woman a B word. And that's kind of like a shot at, Candace too, because earlier in the episode last week, Candace calls, Sharice a B word. So it is what it is. And so Karen did apologize, but every time that Karen was apologizing, she kept saying, I'm sorry for saying you're a dizzy B word. I'm sorry that you're dizzy. Oh no, I'm sorry that you're a dizzy B word. And then was like, oh, well, forget it, Karen. That's not how you're supposed to apologize. So anyways, it is what it is. And so then that's when Kansas was like, well, I see I'm not the only one calling people the B word or using the word B or whatever. So it is what it is. So then, everyone's looking at their room. So anyways, Candace, she goes upstairs. She's talking to her fiance, basically Chris, about the situation, talking about these old thirsty heifers coming after me. And guess who's listening? Ashley and Monique. They're listening. They're eavesdropping to her conversation. And basically Chris was like, yo, don't let nobody run over you. Don't let nobody dog you out. Stand your ground. Stand up for yourself. Blase in the third. And so that's when Ashley and Monique kind of like come in the room like, we can hear your conversation. You need to keep it down, tone it down or whatever. So it is what it is. And so that's when Monique is telling, Ashley, like, hey, listen, you just need to chill out a little bit. Like, you just really loud or whatever. And, like, you're really taking our advice to the teeth, but you got to know when to use it, when to say something, and when to address the situation, how to address the situation, because you don't want to be iced out. You don't want the girls to isolate you and basically not film with you. And then, boom, you be off the show because nobody wants to film with you. So, anyways, and so Monique also tells, Candace, hey, listen, like, Sharice is my girl. I got her back. That's my day one. That's my number one. So me and you are cool. I like you and everything. Just calm down. But just to let you know, I have Sharice back. So at least she was honest with, Candace to tell her that, yo, when shit hits the fan, I got Sharice back and not yours. So it is what it is. And then you got Ashley running around with luggage because she's delivering people's luggage. And then she takes, Candace's luggage and bring it in there to, Karen and Gazelle. She knows their initials. And, Ashley knew the initials was Candace's mother, but she wanted to be shady and be funny and probably maybe lighten up the situation, but most likely shady. And then they realized, Gazelle put it together, oh, that is Candace's mother's luggage, you know what I mean? Her suitcases and stuff like that. So they laugh and they're making fun of her or whatever. So I was like, damn, these ladies don't got no loyalty to nobody. They will make fun of each other, talk about each other behind their back, and laugh in front of their face like it's all good. So it is what it is. Like, there was no reason why Ashley had to bring. She knew if the luggage initials didn't match any of the ladies that she know, that then there's a newcomer, so then most likely it's going to be Candace. She knows her mother. She knows Candace's mother's first and last name, right? I'm hoping, right? So it is what it is. And so, anyways, Monique is talking to her. Is still talking to Candace or whatever. She was like, yo, you just gotta back down a little bit. You know, you just too off. You just too going. You just too at it. So then we get, Gazelle. She's talking about Sherman. She's talking about she don't know where her and Sherman's going. Sherman's probably like, yo, you're bleeding the well dry. I don't got that much money. You want too much from me. I can't support you. I can't take care of you like that. I got my own kids. You got your kids. Together we got six. I don't know. Something's going on with Sherman where he's kind of disconnecting with Gazelle. So it is what it is. I don't know if it's about the book situation, her bringing up old wounds, and then he's going to be walking next to Gazelle. Could be that. Or basically he can't afford her. So it is what it is. And so anyways, Gazelle, she don't want to talk about it or whatever, about the Sherman situation, because she don't even know where they're gonna be at or where they're going now, or how the relationship is going to end up, or how is it going to be. So basically she's keeping her opinions and her statements and her comments to herself about Sherman, so she ain't trying to bring him up. But anyways, at the dinner table they did bring up Ashley and Michael. And anyways, and Ashley was getting a text from her mom. Her mom was texting her, whatever, asking her for more money. It's like a damn goddamn shame. Even after Ashley had the meeting with her mother, try to tell her, hey, listen, I can't keep supporting you. I can't keep doing this. And then you're going to call and ask her for money. So it is what it is. Ashley is just like strung up. She don't know what to do with the situation. But now she knows that she has to kind of like cut her mother off, because her mother chose men over her so many different times. So now Ashley feels like it's time for her to choose her man over her mother. Is that the way she feels? And hey, then do what you got to do or whatever. But hopefully it's the right decision, and hopefully Michael ain't out there with other men and cheating on you on Grindr. Because if he is, then you can do whatever you want to do with his money, because he's out there doing whatever he wants to do with his penis. So it is what it is. If he's not, then it's either you put your mother in the room, sell that house, and I'll take care of you and my sister. And in the meantime, you guys can start working at my restaurant. Mom, you need a job, you need some money, you can work it off at the restaurant. So it is what it is. And basically, Gazelle feels like Ashley needs to, choose her husband, because why would any mother put their daughter in that type of situation where she can ruin her marriage and ruin her comfortability? Because as long as Ashley is comfortable, Ashley's mother would be comfortable, but she got that man. Like, if she get rid of that man and then work towards and then put her little essay together, or the things that she's going to change and do, then that'll probably help Michael out with, helping the mom. Basically, if she's willing to help herself, but he's not willing to help the mom and the boyfriend when no one's working or paying bills, and they're paying for that big ass house. I don't even know why they brought him a big ass house. They should have rented an apartment for a couple of months, at least a year, rent the apartment for a year or whatever. And then when she's not able to pay for the rent, then boom, she has to move out. Then they don't have to worry about making a mortgage for another house that they're not living in. So it is what it is with the situation. But Ashley's mother was supposed to leave the guy of 15 years or 11 years that ain't doing nothing and haven't held down a job since God knows when. So it is what it is with that situation. So anyways, Robin Robin says that she kind of feels bad for Ashley because of finance and things like that, but she kind of understands where she's coming from, because finance is a very important part of the relationship. And Robin should know, because her and Juan went to that debacle with her losing all the money and them struggling, them not having gas, heat, or electric or whatever, blasting the third, and downsizing into a small type of townhouse. So she totally gets it. She totally understands, because I know if the shoe was on Robin's feet, she would definitely choose the money in my opinion. But it seems like Robin and her mom are in business together, so it is what it is with that situation. But right now Robin's doing good, and she's happy that Juan is home taking care of the kids, that she can be out there and enjoy this time with her friends. So she better enjoy that time with Juan, because we don't know how long Juan's going to be around. And so it is what it is with that situation. And so now Ashley has activities planned for the ladies. Is shooting fake pigeons and then fishing or whatever. So anyways, Karen Monique and Gazelle and Sharice, they get into the car together because they're gonna go fishing. And basically, Cameron's like, oh, Candace is quiet today. She's quiet. She ain't running her mouth. She's real quiet. And then Monique was like, well, she's not that quiet. And I was like, oh, she needs to be quiet. And then that goes Sharice imitating, Candace, talking about, oh, am I done yet? Making loud noises and talking loud. Basically, they're cracking on Candace, and they're all in agreement. But they laugh in front of her face, Karen laughs and Monique laughs in her face like they are Candace's friend, but they really not. And so, anyways, Robin is in the car with the other girl. She's in the car with, Ashley and Candace, and she's actually having a good time. And she actually kind of like Candace. She kind of likes her attitude. She likes how she's fun in nature and like how she likes to have a good time. And plus, she's not a pushover and she sticks up for herself. So she's kind of feeling, Candace. So it is what it is. And they didn't even talk about the other girls in the core. So anyways, it is what it is. And then we find out Sharice got a little bit of a secret from Karen, because Karen told her that she was going to be getting that Ray asked for a divorce. So Sharice can't wait to tell that secret to all the ladies. And then also Karen talked about hooking Sharice up with Mr. Blue Eyes while she was filling the alcohol, and she was pouring out her emotions to Sharice when Karen told, Candace, don't tell these girls none of your business. But she's going around telling Sharice her business, but it's going to make the story move further along. So it is what it is. It's just like, yo, they be wilding, they be tripping out here. Like, there's no loyalty at all. So anyways, the girls are having a good time. They are completing the activities. So it's going all right. Like, it's cool or whatever. So anyways, now they're gonna get ready to have dinner. And so but basically they started to talk about and the car, they started to talk about Monique, the other girls, Ashley and Robin and Candace. But actually it's Ashley actually running her mouth, because Ashley's running her mouth this whole season. She's telling everybody's business, and basically she was just saying that Monique had mad drinks. She blase in the third, she did this, she did that. And so anyways, Gazelle tells that to Robin, like, yo, didn't you hear what Ashley said about Monique drinking and driving and all this other stuff and being intoxicated and blase in the third? So it is what it is, that situation. So they're like, yo, oh shit, it's crazy. So they was like, oh, so she got a problem. There's something really going on. So anyways, now they're getting ready to have dinner or whatever. And basically, the ladies are talking about, and Karen's group, they're talking about Mr. Blue Eyes. And so, Karen was like, Ray is friends with him. Ray doesn't have a problem. People running their mouth, but blase in the third. So anyways, I think it was Gazelle. Gazelle was telling Karen, well, Ashley's going around saying that, you've been spotted with Mr. Blue Eyes, and her husband's nephew seen you with him in a compromising position, and blase in the third. So anyways, Ashley's running around here telling everybody's business. So Ashley is, she's carrying all the information. And so Karen was like, it's no big deal. It's nothing. Blase in the third. Don't even worry about it. Like, he's my friend. I got a driver and all this other stuff. And then, so it is what it is. Karen is not saying that she's with him or not, because they asked Karen, like, is she in a open relationship? She's like, no, we ain't in no open relationship. We don't have no understanding like that. So it is what it is. Or Sharice, ran around with the rumor, but I believe it was Gazelle. I don't know why Ashley's running around telling everybody's business. So anyways, now they're getting ready to have dinner, and they're sitting down, and it kind of like goes left with, with the situation of, them talking about, Ashley was ear hustling. That's one thing. Ashley was ear hustling. So she got a lot of information on everybody. So basically, it just goes back and forth. But the dinner, that's when, Sharice throws in that wrench and talking about, Karen, you told me that, Ray asked for a divorce. I was like, oh shit. And then it was like, oh damn. And so then everybody's looking like, what? Whoa. And so Karen says, yes, he did. And everybody was like, whoa. And so then that's when, Ashley was like, so what's going on with you and, and Ray or whatever, what's going on with your situation because, Mr. Blue Eyes and you being around with Mr. Blue Eyes, because basically Karen is kind of like asking Ashley why is she going around talking about that Karen is actually with Mr. Blue Eyes and messing with Mr. Blue Eyes. And so Karen was like, yo, you need to mind your business. Basically, what's going on? Do you and Michael have an open relationship? Ashley, before you worry about my situation, you need to worry about your husband and him out there in London on Grindr doing a thing or whatever. And so Ashley was like, no, that's absolutely nothing like that's going on. So Ashley was like, nope. And Ashley feels like, yo, every time that she kind of confronts Karen about anything, Karen brings up that Michael situation because she hasn't addressed it. So it's just like, yo, it's like whatever. So anyways, Karen threw that shot at her deep and hard. But Ashley's been throwing that shot around, going around telling everybody that Karen is with Mr. Blue Eyes when she can just ask Karen, like, Karen, my nephew seen you with Mr. Blue Eyes, what's going on? Because he said that you guys look comfortable in a compromising position. Instead of telling everybody else, she should have told Karen first. But yeah, so anyway, so Karen took that dig at her. And that's the second time Karen took that dig at her this season, because when Karen had a conference, she threw that dig at Ashley because Ashley was all up in her business. So basically, Karen is like, don't throw rocks and you live in a glass house, but Karen does live in a glass house or whatever. And so then they talk about the situation between, Candace and Charisse or whatever. And so, Candace is like, well, I think that the problem with Charisse is because that, Monique told me that, Charisse is probably kind of jealous because, I'm still in her bestie or whatever, and she don't know how to deal with the relationship or whatever. And so then that's when Monique was like, oh, no, that's not true. She was like, I would only said it in a joking way. So that's when Gazelle was like, yo, so that means you flip-flopping, you going both ways. Yes, she is. Monique is going both ways because she's telling, Candace to step up and to be quick with it. Don't let these girls walk all over you. Don't let these girls do this to you. And she's doing it. And now she's telling her to step back. Don't do it. She's doing too much. But, but it was like she was forcing her, telling her, you got to step up. She was like, I don't believe she's going to step up. I don't believe she's ready when they was at the spa or whatever. So Candace was like, okay, I'm going to show you that I'm not scared or whatever. So that's why I said, Candace should do whatever she wants to do and don't let nobody put a battery in her back because, Ashley and Monique put a battery in her back, and now they're kind of like taking the battery away, acting like they didn't charge the battery and put it in her back. But at least Ashley was like, yeah, we both did say that, and you did follow the instructions to the teeth. You followed everything that we said to the teeth. You know what I mean? And so even Ashley was like, yeah, she's really following what Monique said or whatever. So then everybody's looking like, oh, so Monique is the one that actually put the battery in her back, and so probably Gazelle's figuring out that battery was really supposed to be towards Gazelle and not at Charisse, but it just went down that way. So anyways, Monique is copping pleas and she's denying it or whatever. Blase in the third. She was like, no, it's not even nothing like that or whatever. I was just telling her that, she just needs to address the situation then and there. So, but at least Ashley jumped in and kind of like had, Candace back. But Candace is going to have to stand up and stand alone because these ladies do not have each other back. And anything that you tell them, they go back and say whether they're cool with you or not. And so then it was like, so then the question goes from Robin to, Monique, like, what about this drinking? What about so everybody's asking, Monique, what's up with your drinking? Like, you've been drinking a lot. I heard you was in, you have more than 3 or 4 drinks. So that's what Ashley's telling us, because Ashley's running around telling the business, and she was like, I only had like 2 drinks. I had 1 drink and I sent that back, and then I got a martini, and I don't know where all this is coming from. No, I'm really stressed out. I'm really busy. I got the kids. I need more help. I'm running this business, that business, and I actually fell asleep at the wheel. Gazelle was like, the girl woke up in a ditch. Like, don't even try to play her. She was drunk basically. And so Karen was like, yo, listen, you don't want to mess up your future because the laws in Maryland are strict, baby. So get it together, because I got a DUI. Do you want one too? But also Monique is not telling the ladies that she had a miscarriage, so she is feeling a certain type of way, but she's not telling them that she is in counseling. So Ashley was like, she had 3 to 4 drinks. I know, because we had 1 comp to us. We had a comp drink and all this other stuff. So basically, that on Karen and her blue eye situation with her blue eye man or whatever. If anything, I think Ray is probably divorcing Karen because I don't know if she's spending up all the money, or he can't afford to have her anymore, or he doesn't want the IRS to come after her and possibly going to put the money, stash it somewhere with her type of name on it or whatever, so the government won't come after her. They get a divorce. So we'll see what happens with that situation. But Karen is not going to tell us the whole full truth about the situation. So, anyways, it is what it is. Peace. I'm out. One love. Happy Mother's Day to all y'all.